Who uses nice people? Honey, good people get used all the time. Hi guys, and welcome back to another great video. Chaos. Today's video, I wanted to discuss the things that I learned at 20 to celebrate me finally becoming 21 years old. I know. I'm an adult now. I need a moment. These are things that I learned over the past couple of months or years or so that have helped me survive. Yes, survive my 20-year-old life and my sanity. These are some tips that I want to share with you guys, hoping it will provide some guidance, some assistance in your life. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first thing that I learned is that problems are inevitable. So what do I mean by that? Meaning that life is not a smooth road. It's not going to be a smooth road. It's not going to be a road that seems like it's nothing wrong with it. Life is going to be a bumpy, lumpy, grumpy road, and you're going to have to take that road. You're going to have to walk it, jump it, cross it, hop it, stop, flop it.
You're weird.
It's your life, and it's time for you to start living it. I don't know about you guys. When I was younger, I used to break down at the mirror side of a problem. Anytime I had a problem, I would cry, I would get upset, I would have a mental breakdown, and it was just very, very ugly. But what helped me, like my mom have told me in the past, is that realizing that life is going to consist and coexist of many problems kind of brought some sort of ease to me by realizing that anything that's going to go wrong within my life is just part of life. Because life, like Mark Manson has said, problems are a constant in life, and knowing that life is going to coexist with so many things that's going to bring you misery and sadness and just plenty of mental breakdown, just kind of in some way, which is very funny, brings some sort of ease to me. So by me realizing, understanding that problems are always going to coexist within my life, it kind of made me not focus on the problems themselves, but shift my attention to actually trying to solve those problems, trying to analyze those problems and get over those problems. You know, I feel like realizing that problems are going to be a part of your life, it kind of makes you shift your focus onto things that actually matter. So now whenever something bad happens, I take a minute and I say, this is all part of life. Everything's going to be okay, and let's not focus on the problem itself. Let's figure out how to analyze it. Let's figure out how to solve it. The next thing that I learned in my 20-year-old life is that happiness is the problem. What do I mean by this? You may ask, what I mean is that trying to constantly be happy is a real pain in the you know what, okay? Now me, I am a nice person. I try to be nice to everyone, to every living thing. I try to be nice, okay? And trying to be happy all the time is very draining. So what I learned that trying to chase after happiness, trying to chase after this facade of perfection and happiness is actually what's causing me to feel more inadequate and emotionally unstable in reality. And I feel like that's the thing in life, that life tries to program us to want more, to always be happy, and that if you're not happy, something's wrong with you. And the real fact of the matter is that nothing's wrong with you, you're just human. And trying to chase after more just leaves you feeling less inside. The more you want, the more you feel terrible inside. So always trying to chase after happiness, after a life that I can control when nothing's ever really in our control, it's mentally draining. You're actually harming yourself more trying to achieve, trying to want more, when in actuality, you're probably good where you are. Happiness sometimes is the problem. You can't be happy. You can't have a perfect life all the time, because you're going to end up destroying your life trying to get something better out of your life. So I feel like we should just accept what we have, love what we have, and move on, and realize that you don't have to be happy all of the time. So kind of playing off of happiness is the problem, my next thing that I learned is that it is okay to be human. I feel like this one hits me so much. Ooh, that is like the quote of my life. It is okay to be human. Guys, it is okay to be human. Like I just said before, that I tried so hard to always be happy, to be perfect, to be cheery, to be amicable. I tried so hard, but the more I tried, the more I lost. Say that one more time. The more I try, the more I lose. If we're trying to put on a facade that I'm always happy, that I'm always everything's perfect, everything's fine, that I'm just this big global person all the time, it's just frustrating, and it's mentally draining. And what really helped me is sitting down and talking to myself and saying that it is okay to not be okay. It is okay to not feel perfect. It's okay to feel insecure at times. It's okay to be human. I can't be happy all the time. And that's just the fact of the matter. Like literally, guys, I work at customer service and it's literally so hard. But my goal every single day was to always be happy and make sure I was just the most positive person. And every time that I would be human or slip up or mess up, I would be so hard on myself. And what really helped me was just realizing that, Kalima, you cannot be happy all the time. You cannot be positive all the time. I am not a robot. I am human. Not a robot. So why be like one? Why try to act like a robot when you are human? You are human. You're going to have days when you want to scream and shout and let it all out. Okay, so why not just accept it? Accept it. You are human. It is okay to be human. You have to let things go. If you don't let things go, you'll be stuck in a constant mood of frustration and misery. And who wants all that? I mean, life is already hard itself. So why not move forward into happiness? Move forward into, I don't know, betterness?
Are you fucking dumb? Are you fucking dumb?
You have to let things go. Again, I work in customer service, and honestly, but in order to move forward, in order to have a better day, in order to get on with your life, honey, you have to let things go. I tell myself all the time, Kalima, let it go. She yelled at you, he yelled at you, he got upset. It's honestly, they're just like, these are just little bitty bumps in your road, and you can get over those bumps by letting things go. Let things go. Do not dwell in misery. Do not dwell in the past, and you have to move forward, onward into the light. Move forward. Let things go. The next thing that I learned at 20 is nothing happens without God's permission. Oh my God. This is another quote or another thing that I really, really loved, that really, really helped me out. Just realizing that nothing ever happens without God's permission. And honestly, that is so true to the T. Guys, I know that life is really hard and we all experience different things, but no matter how bad life gets or whatever life throws at you, realize that nothing ever happens without God's permission. And the things that happen to you are for a reason. He puts obstacles in your way because he knows you can get over them. I feel like God knows at the end you're going to triumph. You're going to conquer all. You're going to be a better person. You're going to fully grow to the shoes you were meant to wear. And he always has the best out for you. So realize today was a bad day. Okay, but maybe I learned something out of it. That's why God gave me this crazy day, because he knew I was going to learn something I needed to learn to conquer more days like this. Something important is going to happen out of chaos. There's always a rainbow at around every corner. So realize he has his best interest in you and you're going to get through it. I said this to myself all the time. This is okay. This is part of life. This is part of God's plan. He knows what's best for me. I'm going to get through this. One is another thing that I learned that really, oh my God, that's really impounded in my heart. Right in here. Realize that everyone doesn't have the best intention for you. People are going to use you. Oh my God, guys, here we go. I feel like I really have grown. I've grown. I know a lot now. I know a lot more than I knew back then, but I have learned and I have grown. Back then, I just wanted to be the sweetest peach out there all the effing time, like I said before. And I thought that everyone loved me because I was sweet and they weren't going to do any harm to me. They weren't going to use me because they knew I was nice. And who uses nice people? Honey, good people get used all the time, okay? And it took me years and years and years to learn that not everybody's going to have the best intention out for me. The more I experience, the more I jump over these hurdles, the more I get better at it, you know? And the more I'm able to detect who has the best intent for me, who's going to be an ally, not an enemy. You just have to pick up on certain things. You are mentally and physically strong. I mean, look at you right now. We're all still here. Thank God we're all still here. And we're still living. We're still conquering. Every single day you're alive is another day for you to be the best person you can be. Another day you are alive is another day to be great. Another day you're alive, it's another day for you to be thankful and grateful for what you have. And one of my favorite quotes, I don't exactly remember it, but it's, life is hard, but because we're still living, because we're still here, means that we are harder. Okay? You are mentally and physically strong. You are capable, mentally and physically capable to conquer anything that life throws at you, because you're still here. I'm still here, and I went through a lot. Okay, we all been through a lot. We're still going to go through a lot, but it's okay, because the problems that we faced in the past has made us a stronger person, a person that's better able to conquer troubles in our lives. So now we're more capable of dealing with things in the future. So you got this. Yes, you are mentally and physically strong. You can have a mental breakdown, you can break down and cry, but you better believe that next day you're going to be on your feet and ready to slay. And the last thing that I learned, this is another thing that I learned that really has helped me out, oh my God, is that your feelings are temporary, guys. Our feelings are temporary. One day we can have a day where we feel like we want to pass out. We want to throw in the towel, we want to give up. But best believe, again, the next day you're going to feel better. Realizing that your feelings kind of go like the sun, they rise and they fall. There have been plenty of times where I want to give up and throw in the towel. I mean, everyone feels like that, right? But what really helped me was realizing that it's okay that I feel this way, because I know that tomorrow I'm going to feel way better. Life is a constant change. Things always change. You're going to evolve, you're going to change, you're going to feel down, you're going to feel good. That's just life. And just because you had a bad day doesn't mean you had a bad life, you know? Just because one day feels like the world's going to collapse doesn't mean that, by tomorrow the world's going to be no more. No, it's just one bad day. You're going to get through this. You got this. Your feelings are temporary. Sleep on it, rest on it, therapeutic on it, and wake up tomorrow ready to conquer the world again. Okay? Because you got this. Okay, guys, that is it. Let me just do a quick recap. 1, problems are inevitable. 2, happiness is the problem. 3, it's okay to be human. 4, you need to let things go. 5, nothing happens without God's permission. 6, realize that everyone doesn't have the best intent out for you. People, I'm sorry. People are going to use you. Oh my God. 7, I am mentally and physically strong. And 8, on that even number, feelings are temporary. Okay, guys, that is the end of the video. I hope you guys I hope these tips that I shared with you guys can implement in your own life, and that it really gave you some advice that you can use to help you conquer any problems that you are facing. I know, COVID and it's crazy, but I hope with these tips you guys can learn something, and I hope you guys enjoyed and learned something new. And if you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below for more, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Happy birthday to me!